And we are live. Welcome, everyone, to the Today Millenia podcast, most important show on the planet. I'm your host, Joe Masseria, and we're happy to be here with you again. Once again, does anybody know? Week 8, week 9 of the quarantine?
Week 9-ish?
Week 9-ish of the quarantine, so we're deep.
No idea.
We're in here fucking deep as fuck, dog. We're just deep.
Balls deep.
Maheen lives where you see her. She hasn't moved.
She hasn't moved from
9
that
weeks, that seat. Can you believe that? I mean, I know how bad I feel. I'm sure at home they feel even worse. And so yeah, just keep her in your hearts when you're thinking about what you do every day. When you're out there just poisoning the well and trying to kill everybody. Maheen will be in that spot right there. So without further ado, welcome, Madam Sabani. How are you doing from the villa?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We're good. We're doing good. Oh,
You're enjoying.
we got some Coronas. Boom, to kill the virus, of course. Plus, there's nothing else to do. If you don't actually work full-time anymore, you can drink during the day. That's a well-known rule here in America, and we're just following it. We're just doing our part as citizens, and doing his part as a citizen with me. Hailing all the way we may visit Honduras via Brentwood, New York. I don't want to visit there. Alexio the Hammer Rivera. I put the R in a different spot today.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I feel like I haven't seen Maheen in longer than 9 weeks.
Dude, it's been crazy. You need to come in the studio. What if we just make sure no one else is here? Mr.
What
Cardi's
if
here
we put you
sometime.
in a bubble?
I was thinking about it, but I don't know.
I think it'll be fine. We clearly don't have it. As long as nobody else is here. What we could do is disinfect the room. We'll just have you sit in that one seat.
Yeah.
And we'll sneak you out the back.
I'm going to give you
You
a hug,
guys,
though.
there were people in the office last week when we were doing this.
No, I
and
know, so
literally
we're gonna
7
clean
people
it.
huddled around the laptop. There is no social distancing.
No. So when you're here, there'll be different rules. We're going to clean it before. When you get here, we're going to pull you in the back, sit you right in the seat. No one else is allowed in the room. And then when you leave, we'll walk you out
But
the
let me
back.
ask you a question, though. Is there like a separate entrance that you could go into your house? Like a separate
No.
entrance? No? Because when you go home, you could just go to a different bathroom and take a shower there. Or like go to, and change your clothes. So that way you don't interact with your family
Yeah.
contaminated.
And plus, as long as you wear long sleeves and
Literally, every
shit.
time I leave the house, I come home, I wash my hands first, I put whatever I bought away, because it's usually groceries, and then I grab the antibacterial wipes, and I clean the door, the handle, the lock, the outside door, the light switches, just in case.
Do
touch
you
them.
really?
Oh my goodness,
door,
Maheen, you
kitchen
are a
counter.
freak. I mean,
I fucking clean everything.
do you? But yes, if you keep that kind of precautions, you'll be fine coming here. The room can't be that diseased. We'll disinfect all the chairs, we can't do the walls, but your chair and the desk.
I
And,
can't promise you that I'm not gonna give you a big old hug when I see you.
no, yeah, like he'll try not to, but he's probably not contaminated. He's probably at least your worries. It's these other randos in here, so we just have to make
Yeah.
sure no one else comes in after we clean it, and that you just leave right from here. As long as you do that, it should be the same thing as going to fucking Walmart. I almost said
That
Blockbuster.
fucking-
Why the fuck was I thinking
why would you say
I haven't
Blockbuster?
gone to Walmart. Walmart's a breeding ground.
Oh my god,
that
Walmart's
fucking
brutal,
petri
dude.
dish.
I switched to Target. I got my fancy cheese and shit. It's way more expensive, but they don't have a line, and they're way cleaner. Like, it's not a petri dish, 100%. It's like
For sure.
some dirty motherfuckers in Walmart. I was one of them. Now I'm the dirtiest. Now I'm the dirtiest motherfucker in Target instead of the cleanest motherfucker in Walmart.
You were
So
walking around 10 feet around
they're
me.
like, this is a Walmart cocksucker right here.
We start giving out fucking cards.
Listen, if it's name brand and I'm gonna buy it and they sell it at Walmart, I think that you're an idiot for not buying it there. Honestly, it's the truth. It's like, unless you have one of those BJs, but then you're paying a membership fee. The difference is not enough for a membership fee, I don't think. Like, BJ's and Costco makes it easy to get bulk, but if you're not
if
looking
you're
for that-
shopping at BJ's every week, every other week, it makes sense because you're getting in bulk.
big
you're getting
family
a
where you
lot.
need the bulk. I don't need the bulk. I just like the price. And the price is almost the same in Walmart, like almost the same. So like Red Bull, Coca-Cola, Gatorade, Powerade, vanilla wafers, cheese doodles, Cheez-Its, these kind of things.
Is that your fucking?
This is what I get at Walmart and Target. Yeah, I don't buy my meat and shit from those places. I go to Best Market or I try to go to the Butcher if I can. And then vegetables I get from like ShopRite or Best
He
Market.
only goes to the butcher.
The butcher's the way to do it. Yeah. That's as natural as it gets. But as far as buying cheese doodles, why would I buy cheese doodles at ShopRite for $4 a bag if they sell them at Walmart for $1.59? Like, it's not even close sometimes, the pricing. Like, it's not even fucking close. I'll be bringing shit up. I'm like, what? At fucking Wally's, this is $1.
Yeah.
You just got me for $4.
Wait, so you haven't gone to Walmart at all? Maheen?
No.
Wow.
Where do you go shopping?
Places where I know that a lot of people go. So like Indian grocery stores, because it's only brown people that are going there.
And you just hoping they're taking the same precautions as you are. That's a good plan.
That makes sense, yeah.
But so Indian grocery stores, and then you go to the butcher. So you don't really go to any big box. No chain, no Stop and Shop, even ShopRite.
Bud went to BJ's or Costco for me. Well, he went and I asked for stuff.
Yeah, Bud's a good for
making
BJ's
deliveries.
run once a week. Yeah.
I saw him go to Jess and Ryan's house the other day.
Dropping
some stuff off.
I just saw him today. So shopping's crazy. And you got to get out of your house. So get out of your house next week. We'll make it work. We'll fucking clean this place out, and there'll be a classic episode by episode 27. So I don't think we've been together since like 17. It'll be 10 full episodes since we've all been together. 4 of them we weren't even together at all. Remember that? I'm fucking throwing it out of my room, filming both of you on the TV. That was kind of crazy. So we've come a long way here in episode 26, which is really no special meaning. I can't think of anybody who wore 26 and was any good at any sport, so sorry about that. If you can, leave a comment and one-up me, #1up. I thought that was so funny when Manny put it on the thing. He commented it, one-upper, bro, all day. #1up. So I guess we can get started, in my opinion.
Yeah, let's get started.
All right. What do we got?
So, Trump sent out a Twitter storm talking about vote by mail claims, saying that if Michigan goes with this vote by mail, I guess rules, that he's going to stop funding the states that do that. I don't know if he has the power to do that.
Yeah, I don't need
I don't think so. Whoa, you just got really short. He put his chair all the way down.
I didn't need to do that. I was just trying to clear the thing.
But yeah, I don't know even know if he has the power to stop funding whole states. But
Yeah, I don't
he's saying the main claim that he's saying is that there's tons of vote by mail fraud, and that it's always been a problem, and they know it's a problem, and that's why they're trying to do it so that way they can win the election. But from what I've seen and from what I've looked up and from different people talking about it, I haven't. There's really only one case of vote by mail fraud that I've seen, like that was pretty rampant in one election, and it was done by this one lone Republican. He was running for something for the county, but it's very basically non-existent.
So he's almost making it like, oh, it's this big thing, but it's not this big of a thing.
It's really not that big of a deal at all.
I mean, my opinion on it is it's 2020, so there's going to be something kind of registration online where that you're going to have to check through via social or whatever. Like, this is not 1960 where we're writing on a piece of paper, my name is Nick Pierre, this is my social, I voted for Trump. Like, it's like, no, you're going to have to sign up online, get the fucking delivery of the weird-ass slip that's all specific. There's no way you could fake enough to change an election, especially because it's based off electoral votes anyway. You're thinking like 6 votes in a swing state's going to change your election.
Exactly,
Plus, makes you look guilty, Donald Trump, because you're going to win. You're going to win. Michigan's a big one for you, but you're going to win. And so it's like, don't say anything. Just win. Like just fucking shut up and win. When you say stuff like this, it kind of makes it seem simple. Seems stupid. Now, on the other side of it, though, I also don't think it's as bad on Trump as I'm sure whatever article we have is making it. I think he's got a lot of advisors who are like, I don't think you should let them do by mail. I don't think you should let you do it. And then he starts tweeting, like crazy.
He starts tweeting.
He don't even know better. If you went up to Trump and you said, yo, what happened? You don't think you can win even if they cheat in Michigan? He'll be like, I can win if they cheat. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not as malicious on the Trump side as they're going to make it seem, but it's dumb as fuck for him to even comment on it anyways because it's 2020. That's my opinion. You can't fake that much shit anymore. It's over.
Well, people make a really big deal out of his tweets.
I mean, I think that's the issue.
Go ahead.
I think the issue is the fact that he is kind of responding like an emotional, like a 16-year-old kid that's like,
Yeah.
well, if you don't do what I say, then I'm going to do this.
It's his biggest problem. Honestly, if he didn't respond to things like a 16-year-old kid, everybody would be saying it's the best president we probably ever had, to be honest with you.
Yeah, if he was a bit more presidential, he'd
would
probably have way better standing.
If he was Obama, with the way he treated policy, I think we'd be talking about the greatest president probably of all time. Just in the way the unemployment numbers went. Like, there's a lot of ways you can... It's funny, the fucking CNN, they got the goal to drop. Trump, lowest unemployment numbers in history. We need a change. Like... You're joking, right? You don't think your followers are that stupid, do you?
What were they saying?
They were saying, because of what's going on, the only pandemic since the Spanish flu, that Trump is now the number one unemployment president of all time. And they want you to believe, like, we need to change, bro. Meanwhile, 6 months ago, he was actually the lowest unemployment president. So to think you're... And my thing is not to argue now about whether Trump's unemployment policies are good. My problem is always with the media. You know I hate those fuckers. That is so disingenuous to think your listeners are that stupid that they're really not going to turn around and be like, well, dude, it's because of the corona. Like, we know it's because of... Like, tell us the real bad shit about Trump. Don't make shit up, And so it's just funny how, like, they can spin that. Like, what are you, nuts? Yeah. Go ahead, Millenia. Sorry.
No, I wasn't going to say anything. No, but what you're saying, it makes sense about the media. No one's that stupid. Like, no Democrat's going to be like, oh, wow, this is Trump's fault. Yeah.
There's plenty of reasons that you shouldn't vote for him. There's enough. There's more than enough. He creates them almost daily. You don't need to make them up because it just... I feel like we're getting hip, though. I feel like I'm hip, and I don't think I'm the... I mean, I think I'm the smartest person alive, but I'm not even close. I feel like there's a lot of people smarter than me. So if I'm hip to how ridiculous the media is and how ridiculous... Dude, Andrew Schulz, we were just talking about him today. Andrew Schulz, do you know him, Maheen? I would advise anyone check him out if you don't know who he is.
The video that I sent you guys talking about women's soccer and...
Yes. He's like, we know you're better. How about just shut up and take the bonus plan? You would have made more money than the man. It was so funny. Like, he's good at proving points and he's good at doing it funny. He had one joke where he goes, only black person on Trump's cabinet is Aunt Jemima. Now, I know Ben Carson is on Trump's cabinet, but I'm not going to let the facts ruin a really good joke. And he just gets right back into his monologue. So he's been doing these monologue weekly, and he's
been killing it.
He may have had the quote of the century. He goes off about tekashi 6ix9ine, basically could be the next president. He's almost the same as Trump. He's got a Chinese name. He's a Mexican kid. He's got LGBTQ hair, and he's already been to jail. So he pretty much covers every minority there possibly could ever be, and he's the perfect president. And at the end, he goes, the quote was great. He says, when you run the circus and you exalt the clowns, you must enjoy the show. Yeah. That's what we live in.
Yeah, it was mic drop moment.
Mic drop moment. Like, when you run the circus, which is what we run, like, we don't prop people up because they're good at shit anymore. We prop people up because they're funny. And I'm guilty of it too. Because they're funny, because they're entertaining. They don't even have to be funny. If they're cringy, if they're fucking disgusting of a human being, like disgusting human, we love that shit. We love all that stuff. So when you run the circus and you exalt the clowns, you have to sit back and enjoy the show, And it's like, this is what we got here. We got Trump fucking saying that, everybody is don't send in mail votes.
Just fighting for attention.
Just fight. Everyone's fighting for attention. And so if you haven't been checking out Andrew Schulz,
did you see that?
His monologues have been great.
Did you see that monologue? The one he's talking about?
How good's that quote, though? When you run the circus and exalt the clowns, you have to enjoy the show.
Before he said that, he goes on this rant about...
And don't worry, I figured the quote out when I heard it, based on context clues, but I did not know what exalt meant either. Exalt means to put in high regard or to place in high regard. So everybody listening, if you feel like you're stupid and you're like, why does he think this quote's so great? I was stupid too.
Before he said all of that, he went on a rant about tekashi 6ix9ine doesn't have the political experience, but who says you have to have the political experience?
Oh my God, right? With the pictures?
He says, the pictures.
I love the John Oliver, Trevor Noah. Good, call him out, Yeah. He goes, who says to make fun of American policy on a daily basis and get paid for it, you would think you'd have to be an American citizen. And they got John Oliver and Trevor Noah.
To get people out of jail, who says you have to be a lawyer, and they have a
Kim
picture of Kim
Kardashian. Yeah.
And she didn't take the bar exam, and he showed a picture of the video.
Dude, I rewatched the bloopers last week. The fucking cum on the back joke. I didn't get it the first time. I didn't even understand what he was saying. He's like, everybody loves a good comeback. He goes, yeah, Kim Kardashian. She got cum on her back, I think. And the fucking people in that room were dying. I don't think they wrote that joke in.
I think in the video you laughed.
I did laugh, but I don't think I fully understood what he had just said and why everybody else was laughing. I don't think they wrote that in the show because I can't go on whatever channel Parks and Rec goes on. He just made that up. Yeah, and those people were fucking dying. They were dying. But anyway, sorry to cut you up. But sorry to just run on a rant.
So funny.
But yeah, that's the world we live in. So if you haven't been checking those monologues out, they're great, dude. They're so funny. Dude, one about Biden, Maheen, while he brings up the next topic. The one about Biden, he goes, Joe Biden is more Trump than even Trump is. He goes, Trump brags about grabbing girls by the pussy. Joe Biden goes and fucking does it. He goes, and do you think Joe Biden's going to talk about any of these allegations? No, because he's a fucking American and we don't consult with terrorists. He goes, so what, Trump is the best because he's not controlled by the people? Joe Biden's not even controlled by Joe Biden. You know how fucking funny that is? Like, that's hilarious. And at the end of it, I think he said something like, it's an important election, so make sure you go out and vote. Or don't, and just forget about it. We know Joe Biden will. And I was like, that was his mic drop for that one. So he does these, like, I think, like, every couple of days, and they've been fucking good. The Tekashi one was too good. All right,
so next.
That guy's on Barstool, right?
No. He's on YouTube. He's just a comedian.
Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, Schulz, I think.
Gotcha.
We'll send you a video.
All right, so the next topic is, it says Trump administration to end National Guard COVID deployments 1 day before GI Bill benefits kick in. And I went through the article. Basically, since the start of this pandemic, they put a state of emergency, which activates the National Guard to go into the areas where the emergency is and help, right? Mm-hmm. And 90 days of the emergency, the people who've been serving during that time get benefits, right? Okay. And these are things like the retirement benefits, health benefits, the GI Bill, which is for education and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. The government is going to end the deployment of the National Guard and the emergency benefits that each state gets for that in its 89th day instead of the 90th day.
Which anyone who gets benefits from their job
Which
knows.
No one there is going to get benefits now.
Well, what I was going to say is everyone who's ever gotten benefits from their job knows that 90 days is what you have to wait. So. Now, is this... That's Slate.com. So is this just the American government, or is this the Trump administration, or is that just a nice way to say
no matter what, it's a Trump administration.
Right, because he's the president. Yeah. So I get that. So it's not specifically like Trump's like, I'm all for this. It's just, this is what they're doing.
And it's also probably... I
just want to know, like, are there people trying to shoot this down? Or is it...
What do you mean shoot it down?
So, like, what the article read was that the Trump administration started to push it, so you would think that Pelosi in the House, which they have the numbers, would try to stop it. But this is a government decision. They just...
Yeah, this is a government
They just wrote that title as for clickbait, right? Slate.com's a Democratic... Okay. I just want to make sure that this is...
This is a government thing.
This is... They're all on board right now for this.
Yes. I don't think one person is like...
There's probably a few people like, this is crazy. I don't think this but there's not enough of them...
Let's stop at 89th day...
They're all with it, yeah.
It's probably just a budget thing.
It's just a budget thing, so it got passed through. Budget thing. When you see big Trump administration, you associate that with he's saying it, and then the Dems are saying don't do that.
But it's just like a CEO of a company or a manager.
Yeah, it's going to be your problem.
It's your fault, no matter what.
100% that's his fault. He should veto it. I just want to know if other people were trying to stop it. Yeah. So basically, these people have been working now for 88, 87, whatever the fuck days, and they may get a bunch of extra money in benefits come day 90, and they're trying to just send them home.
Yeah, important benefits, yeah.
Now, my first question is, do we need them? Market question. Yeah. Very market-funded question. Do we need them?
What do you think?
Did they weigh it out? Did they say, hey, we only need them till... Maybe they only need them through 80 days or 60 days, and they're like, let's just work them through 89, you know?
What do you think? I mean, I really think that the decision comes down to, because it's getting close to 90 days, and you're probably right, it's probably not in the budget, but I'm wondering, like, sure, maybe they don't get access to all of those benefits, but are they getting something? Like, something?
Yeah.
89 days of being on the front line and doing your job?
Yeah, that's what I think is nuts, is like...
You get something.
Did they use them and not technically use them? Because I always try to look back and like deduct it based on like the market. Like, would anybody else do the job at that price? And if they would, then it's not too low price. And so what? Is it a situation where we only need them for 50 days, but they're like, let's just pay them through 89? We can't afford budget-wise to pay them through 90, but we definitely don't need them that long. Or is it like we kind of need them, and they're just trying to be cheap cocksuckers? We're already in so much debt. And I was trying to... Go ahead, before I'm going to switch subjects
Before we switch to debt, the thing is, they're in the areas where, obviously, this is the worst, which is here in New York, other New Orleans, where it really hit hard, right?
Yeah.
They're not all over the country. They're not in the middle of Utah. They don't have a problem there. So it's a small group of people that are needed here, right? That big ass ship that came here, right? National Guard is in there. The National Guard are.
When they
they came here. The National Guard are the people who were administering the test and and dealing with the sick people when the nurses, doctors, and everybody else couldn't.
Yeah. The National Guard is a funny one because sometimes they get from non-military people like a bad rep, like that's like not actually military. But the funny thing about the National Guard is when wartime comes, you're first usually. Usually National Guard's first because they don't spend the full time as a military person. So if wartime where this situation comes, that's who they use, the National Guard, because that's basically what you sign up for, the reserve.
Yeah.
And when you're a reserve player, you're going to be used first, immediately, and then they're going to plan everything out with the people that they have on full time. So National Guard, anytime there's an emergency, that's the crew that's in there, jumping in. Like, they fill in for everything, the National Guard. But, regardless of my little prop with the National Guard, support your local services. But it just, that's why I don't know enough about it, but it seems ridiculous.
Yeah, it seems ridiculous.
It seems like we're already in so much fucking debt. Why not just pay these fucking people?
It seems ridiculous that that's where we're going to draw the line.
Yeah. It's just a sneaky business thing.
Where we're drawing the line, these fucking guys here.
The fucking National Guard, right? That's what I mean. It's like, why don't we draw the line at fucking Boeing Airlines? Let them go out of fucking business.
Fuck those guys.
But let the National Guard go on, maybe. And I think that it's just so... This is so unprecedented, like never happened. So it's like, it's so hard to make decisions on anything. But what I was going to say about debt, we're in so much debt already. And I believe if it were my economic policy, which A, means shit because I don't know anything, but B, no one really knows anything if you ever read anything about economics. So we're all on the same playing field. What I am a big believer in the $600 to gig work. I think it's almost everybody now, but to gig worker economy, I don't know. I was in sales, so they offered that to me because you can't sell shit if no one can use what you're selling. So that made sense. I think they gave it to almost everybody who filed for unemployment, the extra 6, right?
Depending.
It did. It's part of the CARES Act.
It was part of everything. Okay, perfect. So I am a big believer in that, especially what they're doing for I was talking to somebody about what they're doing for Jess and all other small businesses where they're actually paying payroll. I really believe that this is going to work. And I believe that we have to go all in on that one plan of funding the American public while they sit on their butt. Because what people are not understanding is, it seems lazy now, but what it is we have to hope that the American people are smart and they're going to save this money. That money becomes what's known as disposable income, which we had a lot of because we had a good economy. Now we have a bad economy. So business owners and shit are running out of disposable income. If we can make employees have a lot of disposable income, what happens is they immediately populate the bars, the restaurants. They spend that in the economy. What happens is now these businesses do better. They stay alive. They pay business taxes and all these sales taxes and income tax on their employees and payroll tax. Then we get the money back that we just threw into the economy. So as long as we stick on this plan of keep feeding the American public, the basic 9-to-5 middle-class worker, which the 1,200 was for, the 600 is for, that's what this is all for. I think that this will work out. I truly believe that it will be okay because the country's we're already in some, what's China really going to come here to collect? Like, what are you telling me? Like, we'll get the money back. We'll try at least to level the deficit.
Sick maheen on them.
Yeah, we'll sick maheen on them. But for right now, American public needs the money. For sure. We need to, Fat Monday, bro.
I have 2 things I want to bring up.
Bring it up.
I read an article about some country in Eastern Europe, somewhere over there, where not because of the coronavirus, but in the past, as an experiment, had done a, I guess basically like a little bit of a stimulus. They had given each working American an additional 537 euro or something per month. And that additional income is not a lot of money, right? But it was enough to keep the person happy. It was enough to actually increase. I believe it helped the majority of people take some time to find positions that they were excited about, improved quality of life, and literally just be excited about what they were doing and versus stressing out about money. When you take away a stressor by adding in a stimulus like that, like, yeah, we'll have, we can get those restaurants back up and running. We can
like induces spending
in a way, right? It's not. Say again.
Or like induces spending. Like it causes people to spend more money when we take care of them and keep them happy, right? When people are miserable, they're not going to spend any money. Like, for example, it's funny. I walked in and I was telling Alexia I'm all pumped on cigars. But, like, that's probably in the last week. I don't even want to admit it. But probably about $100 that this local cigar store would not have gotten had I not been sitting at home, bored, but not losing my shirt. You know what I mean? If I was bored losing my shirt, I would be in a different position than, like, making standard unemployment or whatever, which is like would be like $200.
Yeah.
Like, I'll barely be paying my bills. Where we're at now, I can keep the cigar guy, in business who can only have one guy in there. I truly believe in this plan of feeding the American. I think we're going to be in monster debt if we bail out like airlines and shit. I remember saying that last week that I think it's just airlines are too non-domestic to fucking bail out. Like cars are one thing, but you can't bail out Boeing. They're fucking building Boeings all over the world. I can't bail a company like that out.
I'm pretty sure like they should
bail out American. Bail us out.
Be able to survive fucking 2 or 3 months of shit.
And if you can't, you run a shit business.
Fucking get out of here.
Did I ever tell you when I was at that trailer place that Delta Airlines, I think I did say it on the show, but Delta Airlines handed back a trailer that they had for 30 years or something since like 98. And they handed it back, just to save the $80 a month they were paying on it. They must have been going under, in their shirt. And I get that. And some businesses may fail.
Like a 98 is 30 years.
Mm-hmm. It's 22, but pretty close. I think it was like 98, 96.
That's Mark Kelly.
For real, dude. And I knew it was 22 the whole time. Just
Did you have a second point you said?
I did, and honestly, I forgot what it was.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's the delay. I thought that was the end, and then I said the thing. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So let's move on.
I'm sure there's only 6. Everything circles around the same 6 topics anyway, so I'm sure we'll get back to it. Yeah. This will circle right back to Andrew Scholes.
Probably,
yeah. Everything just circles right back.
I actually think I remember what I was going to say, but I think it might be a topic.
If it ain't Tekashi 6ix9ine, it ain't a topic.
Is it?
Oh. No, it's not.
What is it?
It's just sheer stupidity on Facebook, as you guys know that we love to talk about.
We send some of the best. So everybody knows we can never show you, but we send some of the best shit ever.
They keep seeing people posting shit about the stimulus bill, and they're like, it was literally an article saying the stimulus checks are being mailed out this week from April that someone posted yesterday. And they're like, I know for a fact second rounds of stimulus checks are coming out. And I was like, read the fucking article.
Yeah, they're just reading the title.
Oh my god, so stupid. So they basically read the same article we just did, that they're thinking about a second stimulus check, and the article is from 3 months ago, and they're fucking posting like, we're getting another one tomorrow. Dude, people are so stupid. They don't even read dates. They don't even care where the article comes from. That's why I've been, since we started the show, a big stickler on what are we reading, and it usually happens in Today in Florida. I think we do a good job of staying with the times and watching Post. Only Today in Florida is a weird topic, but these people will read fucking whatever, dude. Literally, it'll literally say liberalfuckhead.com, and they'll fucking read it like it's the truth, or Conservative Daily. Like, don't read that. That's the Conservative Daily's not going to give you a non-biased opinion. But you have to pee. I had too much corona, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You have to. I can show Maheen this. I'll show it to you when you come back.
I'll do it.
He drank most of his beer already. It's a big ass bottle. I'll show you this, Maheen. So you have to be very careful where you get your information. even if it's a credible source, how they present the information to you is also very, very important. This is a bar graph that came from the state of Georgia, talking about all its different counties and how since they've been open, the coronavirus cases have been going down. However, it's super misleading. If you read the dates at the bottom of this graph, the dates are mismatched, right? So mismatched. So it goes from April to May to March to April to different dates in May, and just so that way it could look like it's going down. The numbers are correct, but the information and how they present it, it's wrong. So even if it's coming from a credible source,
this is Georgia.
This is the state of Georgia who's giving this information.
What is this?
It's completely ridiculous. I was telling her that this is a graph that even if you get information that is credible from a credible source, you still read it to make sure that you understand what you're seeing. There is a graph showing how since they've been open, since they're one of the states to reopen, right? Since they've been open, the cases of coronavirus has been going down, and so that's great, right? Social distancing's working, and they can open up their businesses. However, the dates at the bottom are all wrong, right? It goes from a date in May to a date in April to a different date in May. They're not in chronological order, just so it could show that it's going down. The numbers for those dates are correct, but the order is
ridiculous.
Wrong.
Wow.
So and you have to keep your eye, and this is from what should be a credible source. Yeah. So just keep your eye out for bullshit.
That's crazy. Where'd you find that?
Yeah.
Like with the box.
The state of Georgia is
not happy.
In trouble for this.
Well, they're in trouble. I thought they were attacking the media for it. That's crazy.
It's kind of funny to me that they use.
6ix9ine. We got 6ix9ine. He's up there.
Lots of blues. No red. Right, to keep people.
Yeah. Oh, everything's marketing. Yeah, it's like when you use marketing and statistics, it's just so disingenuous. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like you're just trying to teach people like what to think the way you want them to think. All right, so Tekashi 6ix9ine. I suggested we add this as an opinion, in my opinion, and we don't even have like a specific thing. It's just 6ix9ine because since he got released, if you don't know who Tekashi 6ix9ine is, he's this thing on the television here. We'll put it on the thing. He's a rapper, I guess, more of a chanter than a rapper, I would say, because you'd have to rhyme and be musically talented to be a rapper. So he's like a chanter. He does make good songs that do like pump people up, gets on the radio. He had a Billboard 100 chart song forever. Went to jail because he associated himself with a gang, and then that gang ended up going under a RICO trial. They put him under a RICO trial. He faced like 25 to life. Rolled on everyone. On that gang, I heard even more people in New York City that he rolled on that didn't even have anything to do with it. Ended up with like 8 months in prison. Got released after 3 or 4 because of Corona. And so he's out and about. He threw up an Instagram live video, I think, last week, right? Yep. 2 million live watchers. Like
destroyed the record.
The record, yeah. Like dude, Stool Presidente beat out LeBron James's unboxing. LeBron James was doing 60,000 lives. That's a lot of fucking people, bro. We had 60,000 people just watch the show in my life. I'd be happy. 60,000 lives, a lot. Then Barstool guy did 70,000. So put that in perspective. 2 million people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous. It's like almost every follower the kid's got. And then some, literally watching him live. So he blew up with those numbers. He's been all over the news, and he just won't shut the fuck up. So we're just going to talk about him.
Yeah, so...
I think he's a rat, and everybody. My sister was trying to tell me that. What does a civilian have to do telling people a rat? I was telling Alexia, I was saying, I'm not a fucking civilian, so I don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with rats. I never spoke to the cops in my life, and I don't plan on it.
Here's my 2 cents. If you're hanging out with average Joe in America and he likes Tekashi 6ix9ine, not a problem. If you're hanging out with somebody, when you're hanging out somebody from the hood, or if you might be doing
you should make fun of them.
If you have like maybe some weed on you, maybe don't hang out with that guy.
Yeah.
If he likes Tekashi 6ix9ine,
He's
he don't hang out with that guy.
He's gonna roll on you. That's what Alexia was saying. You're getting rolled all over
For
if you
sure,
hang out with
yeah.
people who like
If you're-
6ix9ine.
If you get pulled over, that's the guy who goes like,
Shoot that guy.
I have some words.
Shoot
officer."
that guy. Tell the cop that he committed suicide right before the pullover. Mm-hmm. Maheen, do you have any comments on Tekashi 6ix9ine? Do you like him? Do you hate him? Do you wish you were alive or dead?
I don't like or hate. It is what it is. He's just like he's like a character. He's
a cartoon character
in
yeah.
the world that we have, you know.
He is.
He's a cartoon character.
He's a cartoon. He represents.
15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
He may get more. It's 2020.
I think. He
And
will
when
get
you
more.
run the circus and you exalt the clowns, you have to enjoy the show.
It's
like
funny that he's got all those colors on him too. Talk about clowns.
Oh my God, he's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. But
Look what he's wearing here. Look at his head.
my problem is like, this is the problem is, I don't know. The people I grew up, I knew other people like him. I think a lot of people didn't maybe know people like him, like that corny, that not for real, but that acting gangster. Like I've seen that. Like we just watched. You'll last time I tell you I ain't had no. That dude is harder than this
guy,
dude.
yeah.
And that's my problem with him is like I know a bunch of people like him. They were characters. They were funny as shit. But when it came down to it, I took every chain they ever. I mean, somebody else took every chain they ever had right off of their neck. You know, I'll rip the chain right off this kid's neck, and he wouldn't do anything about it. He'll call his big ass security guard, and they'll shoot me in the forehead.
Oh,
but
he has a wall.
yeah, exactly. But
security guard.
before that, he would do nothing about it. And so I think that like. I just seen so many people like him, so it's not like that special to me. But I do see how it's intriguing because it's like, what is this person doing? I mean, I saw a video of him just saying, "I told this N-word suck my dick. I told this N-word suck my dick. I tell everybody suck my dick.
I went to Japan.
So suck my dick." Yeah, that's what he was saying. That's what he was saying.
I went to California. Told
Yeah,
guys.
Alexia was right. That was
Everywhere I went around the world, I told and suck my dick.
Yeah, now I've seen people say the same exact lines. It's kind of funny till that same kid gets punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
Bad. And then people pull cash out of his pocket and he does nothing about it. Yeah. And so I just like, I like him for like what he represents, but it's just like
the part of his house that he chose to record the video.
By the
like,
stairs.
let's choose this corner.
Yeah, and I don't want to watch it. I mean, the kid's ignorant as
wanna
fuck.
watch it
Anything that it's nothing intelligent that's gonna come out of his mouth. But it is it's like a train wreck, right, Bean?
This screenshot is actually from a rant that he went on saying that the Billboard top 100 Billboard list is bought. The number one spot is bought. And I think the number one spot was Justin Bieber and Ariana, which are two gigantic stars. And he says that, he had more downloads, he had more this.
But he was number one for a while.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So did anybody turn around and comment on his Instagram live and say, "Did you buy it?"
I don't know.
So,
yeah, go
what's
ahead.
funny is that I've been reading about that because I follow Ariana Grande, and initially when he started like making those accusations, Ariana, he was just saying it about Ariana, and then Justin was like, "Listen, if I'm on the track too, if you're gonna say something, like it's both of us, but that's not happening." And like,
oh yeah, he was
tried
only
to
calling out
explain
Ariana.
how,
Yeah.
Like views or whatever work out, and then didn't he admit, or he got caught buying shit to get more Billboard views?
Yeah, he was using
his way back
bots.
to number one.
He was using bots to get views.
Oh, this kid is as fake as it gets. That's what I mean. It's like where I'm from, there's a lot of white kids acting like that. Like there's a lot of them, dude. And so it's not that intriguing. It's not a car accident to me, but I can see how it is. I definitely can. If you've never seen a character like that, that kid's all over the place. I almost feel bad for people like that. They don't live by a code though. Like they have no code that in their own brain they believe in, because in their heart they're ratting and they're paying the Billboard 100 and they're buying all their views and they're using bots, and then in their mouth they would never buy a view. Everyone else is a piece of shit. They would never rat. They're a stone cold gangster and they tell everybody to suck their dick. How do you live? How do you be that person? Like, I don't know. It freaks me out. Honestly, Tekashi 6ix9ine, the more that we're talking about him right now, I'm having an epiphany that he freaks me out.
Snoop Dogg has some words for him.
Yeah, so here's our Snoop Dogg response.
Can I just say, I love Snoop Dogg. I love his videos in his car. I love everything about this man.
Snoop Dogg is the real deal Holyfield.
Down for Mark Zuckerberg.
You gotta love Snoop Deal Double G. So it's funny because Alexio never seen this video. So the beginning of this video is Snoop Dogg actually copying or parodying a video of a gangster ass white kid that says, "I know last time I told you I ain't had no time, but I got time, cuz." So look up, put in exactly what I just said into Google because that's what we did, right?
Yeah.
And then you'll find the video.
Just right. I got time now.
I got time now, cuz that's what he said. So just so everybody knows, because Alexio said it was funnier if you knew that. So I was telling everybody. So now you know, Maheen. I'll go back to the beginning.
Son, I ain't had time.
Wait.
Last time you said something, I ain't had time. But today, I got time. You better get the fuck off my lawn, nigga. Rat boy. You really better leave me alone. I ain't the one. No way.
He really drags it on.
And then, and so that's about the end of when he starts copying it and when he drags the rest of the thing on. So I guess 6ix9ine called him a snitch and he answered to it. So, yes, he responds. I knew it was a response. You fucking colored haired bitch. You could just let it run. We'll talk over it because it's easier for me when I cut it. He said, what he said? Go ahead.
He said, don't mess with the dog. Go find yourself a cat. Tom and Jerry's.
Tom and Jerry shit, dog. So Snoop Dogg's coming at him.
I love it.
I'm not as intrigued by 6ix9ine as a lot of people are, but I can see how people are. So that's my opinion on it. I mean, you like 6ix9ine? What's your end all opinion on it?
I mean, I told you, I just think he's a character. He's literally just like a Nicki Minaj when she went through her Roman phase, and like Cardi B when she puts on the voice. Like, he's a character.
Yeah. I think he's worse than those two, though, because I think those two are talents. I think Tekashi 6ix9ine
is worse. He is the character.
He's the character without the
worse,
talent.
yeah.
Like Nicki Minaj, the Roman phase, she was acting crazy, but the lines she was dropping were ridiculous. And like Cardi's always been good music, like hit maker at least. But Tekashi 6ix9ine, he makes hits, no doubt. My sister was yelling at me, dude. She was like, "I fucking put 6ix9ine. Who else you put on? You go to the fucking club. He gets me hyped, gets me happy. Who cares what he says?" I'm like, I don't know what to say.
That's
to
why.
I don't know. Like, I can't tell you that music that makes you feel good is not good. I can't tell you that.
I think that if it just depends on who likes it, right? If you're talking to someone who usually does like hip hop, who usually does like, who acts a certain way or is from a certain place, and they like Tekashi 6ix9ine, I probably wouldn't associate with that person anymore.
Because you fake as fuck.
But if you're talking to your sister or some
whose point was her point
Joe.
Was civilians, why do they even talk like they care about rats? And she looked at me and I go, well, we're not civilians. We're Italian and you're my sister and we don't talk to the police, so you can't listen to them anymore. That's what I told her. She's like, you're an idiot. And I get it. Like, I 100% get it. She's way right. Like, all these 15-year-old little white girls that are like, saying they don't like him anymore because he ratted, they would rat too. So how is that even a reason? Yeah. So I get what her point was 100%. Like, she's not trying to pretend like she's something she's not. She's not going to stop listening to a human being because he ratted on gang members. Right. She's like, I don't agree with gang violence. And I'm like, well, it's not the point, and so she had a good point in it, but 6ix9ine, listen, he's making headlines, and so I thought we should definitely at least talk about him. What do we got next, though?
What do we got next? We got What's Good Today.
All right, so What's Good Today? We sound way different than John Krasinski. Do not copyright us. Thank you, sir. Bam. Dude, I want to say something about John Krasinski, though, to Maheen, another Office fan. That Midwest accent, how bad does that throw you off?
I mean, not really. I feel like he's like. It wasn't that bad. It didn't.
No, it's not bad, but it's not him.
What are you guys talking about?
It's not him from the show. He definitely changes that accent for the show.
No. For sure.
Yeah, it's like impressive how much he changes it. Because he so distinctively has that Midwest, like, all right, everybody having a good day today. Like, oh, did you go down here now? Like, he's got that, like, twangy, almost like, it's weird. And
in real life?
In real life. Yeah. But in the show, he doesn't have that at all. He sounds like a normal person from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman,
and in
what's
any
called
other role
Thor.
The American accents must be so easy. You probably just start with the Italian jerk-off one, and then you just, like, slowly morph it up. Yeah. Because it must be so easy to go for.
All of these accents. If
I can do English accent, well, I'm some fucking idiot who I love the queen. I love a queen. I'm a fucking idiot. If I can do that, then anyone could be like, yo, I'm Joey Bag of Donuts. Like, it doesn't matter where you're from. You could be from Mexico and be like, yo, I'm Joey Bag of Donuts. And you did it. You did it. America, you got us, bro. You know what I mean? England's like a little harder. Like, that accent I just did is not super easy to do. America, easy as fuck. Oh, and the southern one, forget. That's the easiest. Howdy, y'all. Anybody can do that.
Really easy.
Yeah, so they all get us. That's how they get us, you know? Like, Hugh Jackman, though, I know why you brought him up, because he does, like, a standard one. Yeah. Like, it doesn't have a distinctive accent from anywhere in the country, but he does have a super thick Australian accent when he's not.
Yeah.
So it's, like, crazy that he could put... Like, he's almost got two voices. They're not even accents. He's got an American voice and an Australian voice. Like, he's really good at it.
Sure.
And some people are like, Anthony Hopkins is really good at it. Like, a lot of guys are really good at it. So, I mean, I'm fucking really good at it. So, what am I giving them credit
for? The guy from Walking Dead? I forget what his name is.
The guy with the crossbow, right?
The guy with, not the guy with
the main guy.
The main guy.
He's
police
English?
officer, Rick.
Yeah, his sucks.
English.
Yeah, but you can hear it over
Woody
time.
Harrelson?
You can hear it over time.
Woody Harrelson?
Woody Harrelson is American and has never played an Englishman in his life.
Yeah.
You ever notice that they don't let Americans play Englishmen too much? They only let Englishmen play Americans.
There's not that many. I feel like there's not that many actors that do it well.
That accent. I fucking do it. All right, so what do we got? Oh yeah, I just wanted this one as what's good today. So we're copying The Office's John Krasinski, but we're not going to use the same name.
Yeah, what was the original name?
The original was Today's Good News, and his is Some Good News. So we switched it off of that, and we turned it into What's Good Today. But regardless, what I think is good today and this week is sports have been coming back in a major way over the last couple of weeks. We got NASCAR back, no fans. We got Tiger Woods and Peyton Manning versus Phil Mickelson and Tom fucking Brady on Sunday. I mean, if you're not even a golf fan, it doesn't even matter. Go watch that. Find out what happens. If you're a football fan, golf fan, go watch that. Find out what happens. We have MLB's talking about June, mid-June, second week of June, first week of June, somewhere around there. No fans. I said NASCAR was back, and who else is back? And UFC's been back for like 3 weeks. Shitty card they threw up. Have you been watching?
Yeah, I've been
shitty.
watching.
That fucking Harris Verdun fight was Overeem fight was terrible, right? Did you watch that one?
I don't think I watched
the
that.
The guy whose kid was abducted, and then he got him back, and he fought Overeem. Fucking Ubereem the monster. Well, that was one on straight ESPN. The pay-per-view they had was sick though. The one that they had where fights, oh my god, it was so good. The girl fight was crazy, and then
bad judgment calls.
Bad judgment calls, and then who fought the main event for that one was.
Was it Tony Ferguson?
Yeah, the Ferguson fight, right. So the Ferguson fight had Ferguson, the other monster from France, Ngannou, fighting that other monstrosity, and then he destroyed him.
Just beasts.
Just too big for human beings. Like, sorry we're leaving you out of this thing. But so the UFC's been back for a little while.
Look up Tony Ferguson's face.
Tony Ferguson. This is my, if we're going to give our opinion, it's my fucking show. This is my opinion. Tony Ferguson has a disease. And that disease is he's not allowed to be knocked out. He doesn't have that trigger from chin to brain.
Did you see?
So
his legs though?
They wouldn't go anywhere. They were still there. But the problem, it was so sad. His face was blown up. The guy was hitting him so hard. Oh. He was shaking his head, not like stop, please don't hit me. Like, can I get my eyesight back? So I can throw another punch. And then he would throw a punch. And the guy hit him again. And he's like, if you're watching at home, he's like, just so he could see straight. And then he would throw another one. Like, it was amazing. It was amazing. I never seen anybody take that kind of beating before.
Imagine this real quick. You're in a fight outside a bar. And you punch someone as hard as this motherfucker was punching.
And nothing happens to him.
And nothing happens.
They throw a left hand at your face.
I'd quit.
The problem with Justin Gaethje is they kept hyping it up, and I'm like, he better be. He's the most violent fight. That kid is violent. Likes violence, wants to be violent, bombs, only throws to kill you. That's it. He's throwing punches to kill you. It was a great fight. And Ferguson's chin, I mean, that's amazing. I literally think there's a problem. Like, he doesn't have the same nerve, maybe, because he's never been knocked down in his career.
Honestly, I think they should have thrown in the towel.
Yeah, you should, because there may be something wrong. Like, it didn't trigger. But he should be out. Like, your body goes out because your brain is like, I got rocked. Like, I just got rocked. I need a reset. So it sends it, And he never went down, Maheen. He never even put his knee on the ground. The kid never put his knee on the ground. Ever.
Do that again, Maheen. Do that again.
Yeah, we're going to try and make it big so everybody can see Tony's face.
Oh, I closed.
All right, here's Tony's face. It's hard as... Oh, my God.
Me,
and he's shaking his
Look at
head,
the zombie.
but you could tell, like, it was such a shake of, like, just to get your wits about you. It wasn't a no, like, don't hit me anymore. It was a, okay, here we are, and he would throw punches, like, right afterwards, and it was amazing. He was tough as fuck, but Justin Gaethje, that kid is violent, like, super violent. Now he just turned into a UFC podcast, but that's back. We just ran a whole rant about that fight. It was so good, though, the Ngannou fight.
It's so good to watch sports. It's so good to just be part of that.
I mean, I've been talking about, and I think it's a good transition, and then well, I guess we'll go into memes and memes corner, and we'll finish up. But I want to pay somebody to open the beer for me. Like, I would love to pay you to cook the food for me. Like, I can't wait. It makes me appreciate just like what it's like to just go out, even other people that I'm never gonna speak to. But it'd be nice to see you have a good time having a beer too, 40 feet away, like that. You like don't realize how much you appreciate that until you just can't have it. Like you can't. Even like we golf, like when I golf, like I don't drink too much when I golf, but I smoke the cigars and stuff, and it's fun, but it's like it's not the same as like when you just show up to a bar and you show up with 5 friends, but there's like 400 randos, and it's like people are just having fun. Like you think that sucks until they take it away from you, and then it doesn't suck anymore. Yeah. That comedy show, we were crammed as fuck sitting next to those people. That was a great time.
Random people we sat next to.
And we're people have a good time with random people anyways. Yeah. But now think about how much you would give to go back to that. You know what I mean?
Rock and Roxy.
Whatever, Rock and Robin, her name was. Yeah, Rock and Robin. Yeah. And whatever, like I would give them, I would pay $500 plus the ticket again to just go back right now, to the same situation. And then so I just can't wait. Sports is just a good, it kind of gets you feeling like, all right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. And a week after the Tiger match, full-time PGA Tour is coming back. No fans, though, which is weird. Which is normal for everyone else except for Tiger Woods. This one kid said, I was watching a Tiger Tales thing. I'll let him bring this up, my last part about golf. Sorry to bore you. But it's Tiger Woods, so it's not that boring. This one kid said, he goes, I was playing in the group in front of Tiger Woods, and he was on 17, and he hit a monster putt, and you heard a million, thousands of people scream. He's like, I heard it. So I turned around and looked. And when I looked at my gallery, there was only 3 people. One of them was my girlfriend. One was my mom. So there was 1,000 or so people watching Tiger Woods, one hole behind him. And then at his hole, it was his girlfriend, his mom, and one other person he didn't know.
That's hilarious.
Who was probably just waiting for Tiger to get to the next hole, trying to get a head start. It's like, that's how much they loved Tiger.
I feel like if sports was going on during this pandemic, Maheen would have started watching golf.
Yeah, because there'd be nothing else to do, right?
Yeah.
There's like nothing else to do. She made a face like she would not.
I don't think I would.
Shot a 93 at Cherry Hills Golf Links in Long Island. If anyone wants to check out that course and just see how long it is and see how good of a score that is.
You guys want to see a few memes?
Like me, I'm
really quick. I did see that there was like a show. Really quick. There's a show.
Oh, you got the LA County Mayor? Oh, she's scary as fuck.
Extreme mini golfing. So obviously when I saw that,
yeah, Stephen Curry.
Extreme.
Holy moly. Stephen Curry has basically, you remember the old show the Asian show where they dubbed the voices over and they would like go through those obstacle courses and get beat up? XFC Extreme. It's basically that, but with the guy from The Hangover who says, the guy from Step Brothers who says, Catalina Wise, yeah! That guy is the announcer, and then somebody else, and Stephen Curry is the owner of the show. And they do basically mini golf where they get hit by foam objects that knock them out and shit. It's a genius show.
So funny that you actually.
Great example.
I'll check it
I think
out.
great description too by me, I must say. Steph, if you need any like copy written or anything, I think you should probably buy that because that was.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, he's gonna check it out. So if he's checking it out
Sitting in memes?
probably just got him 5 new viewers. Fucking Stevie.
So these are the health and ministers from different states.
It says ministers, which means the person's a fucking
health
idiot.
Administrators.
Yeah.
Or
Administrators. They are
administrators. Probably health. They probably have something else.
So anyway, the first one in the top left is the LA County health. She's the health director, is what it's really called. So she's the health director of Los Angeles County. She looks like the Crypt Keeper. Like,
Yeah.
she looks like she is the Grim Reaper.
That's a current picture.
That's a current picture. That is what she looks like. She is that pale. And then I don't know who the rest of them are, but
Different countries, different states.
But I heard this woman's close to 300 pounds. This guy's close to 300 pounds, and they're literally the health director.
Health directors of different states, different countries. What the fuck?
You know, I know it's funny.
Yeah.
This is how bad our country is. If you are a fat health director in a conservative state, Democrats will post that picture and say, look at how bad this is. At the same time, that same Democrat, if you told their friend, you're a little bit too overweight, you should probably go to the gym, it'd be a good idea for your health, they would tell you you are a bigot and a mean piece of shit.
Why do you make all these scenarios?
It's like these people are crazy because everyone who posts these fucking things, it's like they change their mind every 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Like, okay, so
Like, they're giving shit to
fat people. You're making fun of fat people. Yeah, and then they're giving shit to Adele.
for losing weight, but then you're making fun of
Exactly. So I'm not making up scenarios. I'm just telling you the truth.
But also, this could have been a Republican who posted it.
It could have very well been, but it's not. Look at the picture of the guy.
But everybody's making fun of them.
But look at the picture.
It's just like
DSA Grant TK. Go ahead and look him up
I
on
have
Twitter.
no
Tell me if
idea.
he's a Republican. I guarantee
Probably not.
answer's no.
But either way, it's fucking hilarious. Like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I know how that happened. It's called fucking money and fucking American, old school America. They don't give a fuck. It's whoever. They probably just didn't have a position for him at the whatever other organization, and they put him in the health organization. And then eventually, over time, everybody else died, and now he's the fucking health director, and he's 600 pounds.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
That's definitely how it happened.
Yeah.
Go look it up. I bet you that's how it happened. This one says, get off this beach. It's unsafe. You see that Walmart over there? Go there. So I do get this argument. How can you not go to the beach? How can you not go to the marinas? How can you not go on your boat? How can you not go, like, whatever, doing outdoor things, but you can go into Walmart? It makes literally no sense.
Go into the supermarket.
Well, I mean, supermarkets and Walmarts are necessities. You do need them. So I do get that thing. What I don't understand is how they're writing tickets. So I was trying to... The person I was talking to about this didn't give me any answers. So I don't know if either of you have the answer. If you don't, say I don't know. I wish that's what this person did, but they didn't. And if somebody comes up to me, a police officer, and he says, hey, you're not wearing your mask and you're driving your car, I'm going to give you a ticket.
Yeah.
Don't I have the right to ask for what? I do, right?
Yeah.
And then what is he supposed to say?
Well, you can just drive your car.
Well, no, and somebody got a ticket for this.
For driving
Yeah,
their
you don't
car?
Yeah, by themselves. Yeah, with no mask on.
I would be. That's not even a thing.
That's not a thing. So what I'm thinking is that these people are accepting tickets they don't actually have to accept, especially the people like in the parks where they're like giving them tickets for sitting in parks. You can't give me a ticket unless you have a sign outside that says the park's closed. Like if the park's open and it doesn't say you need a mask, you can't give me a ticket. So I don't understand, like, where are these laws? Like, how could you make that? Okay, so my point. Let me get back. So this is my point. This is a meme of a police officer getting off this beach, go to Walmart, go over there. If a police officer comes up to me and says that, and I say why, what is he supposed to say?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, anytime I've ever gotten a ticket or arrested, it falls under Penal Code 35, Section 368, fucking Type 4, fucking burglary in the third degree, or
Yeah, that's
driving
the thing.
without a license, or driving
That's
too
the thing about this
fast.
whole stay-at-home thing, right? It's just like...
If it's not
how
written, I
far-
can't take that ticket from you. Constitutionally, I can't accept that ticket from you, officer.
How far... I mean, you can write it and I can fight it in court, but... how
No,
far
that's
does
what I don't
the
agree with that
emergency- How far does the emergency powers go? Which is funny. One of the
Wait, I
memes
don't
is
agree with
about
that. You think that you should have to fight it in court? No, I wouldn't
Well,
accept it. I won't
You can
take
still
it.
upset. They can still write it though.
You can
That's
write
what
all
I'm
your... I
saying.
mean, you can go draw a picture of the ocean if you want, but I'm not taking it from you, and I'm not meeting you in court. This is not a law. This is not real. Like, you can't... There's nothing you're doing right now is real. All you're doing is wasting your time. And I don't know if, like, people are not smart enough to just say that out loud, or if this is just unconstitutional nonsense that people are getting away with. Like, it's honestly, it's terrifying. I'll tell you what, you pull me over, mark my words on this show.
I feel like they would
We're,
be like the same.
Hey, Miss Cardi, do you see?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's show you being.
being in a park after dark. Right?
Say hi.
Not like
You want
a-
to say
like
hi
a
to
real
Cardi?
ticket.
But 100%, if you try to write me that ticket,
Hi, Cardi.
I'm not accepting that ticket.
Hi! What's happening?
Nothing much. Filming the show. All right, we'll turn back.
You getting out of here?
You going?
See you later.
All right. But yeah, no, 100%. I'm not gonna. We'll leave it all in. That's why I turned the camera. Oh no, yeah, it would have to be that camera. Whatever. But yeah, 100%. Like you can't accept that ticket. Get off this beach.
Fuck that. I'd
But
be so pissed.
I can't take it. It's not legal. Like I can't take it from you.
I was at there was a trail. There's a park over here that has a trail. I was running there the other day, and I was running a little later in the day than I usually do. I usually get there like around maybe like 8 in the morning, and to that day I was there like around 10:30, and there was a lot more people there that time. So when I was leaving, there was a cop up front, and I'm like, oh, here you go.
Did he give you a hard time?
And he was just telling everybody to leave. He was just kicking people out. And one guy was giving him a hard time. He was just like, I'm just doing my job, bro. This place is closed. There's a sign there that says it's closed.
Well, if the sign says it's closed, that's...
And he wasn't giving everybody a hard time about not wearing masks or anything. This guy was super cool.
A lot of these people, I know what you're getting
Most
at.
of
Like,
the cops
most of these people are getting tickets
give a
by being
shit.
douchebags to the police.
For sure.
And mouthing off and restraining or not answering to a cease and desist to leave a county-run park by a county-run police officer. You know, if you're a county police officer and you're telling someone to leave a county park that asked you to not be there, you're breaking the law. I do get that. But this
has to do with it. Yeah.
Governments when the pandemic is over. After emergency powers. After all, why not? Emergency powers, why shouldn't I keep it? Right, and that's exactly the same point.
Is it Lord of the Rings? You know, he's like obsessed with the ring, right? Because it has so much power. And in this case, it's emergency power.
Yeah.
And like if you give the government more power, they're not going to let
give
it go.
it back. Never. Yeah. I think there's a huge issue in this, too. So that's just a thinker one. Yeah. That one ain't too funny, but that's kind of scary. Actually.
The next one is pretty funny. It has to do with my life right now.
Let me see it. When y'all finally meet up and she's a little fatter. Oh my God, her pictures, but you already made the drive. Made the drive. Oh, you know what's so funny is I was just talking to my sister about this last night. I have to tell her to listen to the story because half our conversations on it. Listen to this episode. Dude, I was just talking to her about this, that sometimes it happens. I have people come over to my place, and what am I going to do? Say you're way fatter than you look in your pictures. I can't do this. Like, what am I going to do? I've had to do some savage shit messing with the internet, and you definitely will. Dude, it's so true, though. That is so true.
So this is a picture of Batman from the animated series, and I guess he has to grab a pig. He's grabbing it from behind, so it looks... You know, he's grabbing it from behind.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even describe the picture, but I just think the words are enough. That's the fucking truth of dating on the internet, bro. Like, you never know. And they're always bigger than they are.
They're always a little bit bigger, yeah.
Yeah, and
it's always a game changer when they're not.
Pictures of themselves, and they're always so, like, well done, made up, filtered out, whatever. Like, on social media in general, just regular. And I'm like, I photograph so badly, and I know I'm prettier than you.
Yeah, I know you're
ugly.
ugly.
Why do you look like that?
Yeah, 100%. They do a good job of it. Like, they're so good at taking like pictures, and it's funny because sometimes I ask these girls, you know, for like a nude or whatever, like, and they're like, I don't do nudes. I'm like, well, I don't just meet up with randos. Like, I can't assume. And I'm pretty good at TikTok. I'm like, you don't want me to have a tiny little dick. Like, what if I have like a micro penis? You don't even know. So it's good for both of us to find out before you drive all the way out here. Or I drive all the way out there, and it's so true because I have to. And when they don't snap anywhere from here down, I know.
You already know.
Yeah, probably don't invite them over.
And then I still invite them.
Yeah.
I still invite them because
fuck it. All right, moving forward. Are we out of memes? We're on the Beanies
We're
Corner.
out of memes. We're out of Beanies Corner.
Beanie, we'll load up that Instagram. I take another piss, and we will get going. Do the screen record. Remember the quick time? Save me some time.
All right.
Alexa's got to get the
I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to
go to this Instagram page.
Bum. What the hell am I typing? Oh, yeah, I remember now.
You're going to type in parkour, like Parko, porpoise. Porpoise. I just started following this guy like 2 weeks ago. I needed to give it a little bit of time to really see, but if you go to the second thing that he had, like the second most recent post, I can't get through a single posting of him a video without stopping it or without covering my eyes. This guy
PAR? Hold on a second.
Parkour, obviously.
Hold on. Spell it one more time.
Looked at.
Spell it one more
again.
time. Spell it one more time.
Parkour, Parkourpoise. Parkour porpoise.
God. Hold on, before we break it down, let's wait for this motherfucker so we don't have to explain it twice. There he is.
Okay,
Break it down.
there he is.
Parkour porpoise.
So yeah, I mean, not something I would have looked at ever in my life.
hold on,
Like, I
did
don't
you
give
do
a
the
shit about parkour, but I can't get through a
Oh,
single.
hold on, Maheen, one
posted
second.
video
Maheen.
without cringing
Maheen,
and freaking out.
Maheen,
So,
you there?
Yeah.
All right, 1 second. He's got to record what
What am I
you're
typing?
flipping through.
What am I doing?
You're gonna go to QuickTime Player File.
Oh, file. Recording.
Just click it,
And then just hit this.
and it'll tell you to click the screen. Just click anywhere, and then make the screen big so that people can see it. Hit the green arrow in the corner.
Break it down, Maheen.
All right, go ahead, Mean.
I mean that's really it. Like, he just does this extreme parkour. It's so cringy for me. I can't get through a video, and I just kind of want to see how you guys would react.
Oh,
to
it's
it.
one
You
of
start with
these
the first
guys.
video,
Wait,
I guess, and
cringy?
The second one that you see with that green board.
Oh, no.
Wait, cringy or
Cringy in
scary?
the sense that, like,
Like too
cringy
scary.
in the
These-
sense that I can't get through it. Like,
Oh,
I cringe.
so he's not
Yeah.
corny. He's like scary.
Oh, these guys, these make my palms.
Yeah, no, I
No,
can't
it's
deal with
terrible.
this shit either. So we'll watch a couple
Yeah.
of these though, because they're fucking crazy. So what's his name though?
Parkour
Parkour porpoise. If you're into this dude driving a ripstick on a fucking 6-inch ledge.
Fuck. This guy's on the ledge of a building with
Oh, I did. I watched this the other
with a
day.
skateboard.
I thought he was gonna drop in.
Oh my god, it's one of those skateboards.
Yeah, it's a ripstick. It's not even a regular skateboard.
Oh my fuck.
This dude is pedaling a ripstick and he just drops off the edge. Oh my god, that's crazy. Holy Jesus.
This guy is insane.
What's the next one?
I can't.
Alright, so this one, he's
Some of
on
them are not that bad.
hit play. Has anyone else tried these spring stilts? So he's on spring stilts. If you've ever seen them, they're like bouncy, you can jump stilts. And he's on a ledge again.
Oh, he's jumping on the ledge with these stilts.
Dude,
Oh.
he's not gonna do anything.
Not interested in that life.
No, not interested at all. He's like jumping up and down.
Not
and shit.
interested in that life.
This dude, so this is one of those things where you could just kind of flip through it. Oh wait, I want to see him getting dragged by that bus though in the snow. That looks awesome.
Have you done this before?
I've been
done-
dragged by a car, yeah.
I've done that in the back of the bus. I held down to the back of the bus.
Oh, with what? Like a snowboard?
No,
skateboard?
with my feet.
What are you sliding on? Just your feet? That's some fucking Honduran shit, bro.
What happened?
Not now. They said not now.
This one's not that bad. This one I can get through.
Wait, no, something happened to our.
Something's happened to the airplay.
No, you have to click it on here.
I don't know what just happened now.
Mean, you still there? Mean?
Yeah.
All right. You have to click it on the screen. You have to go to the TV remote.
One more video I want you guys to see. It's if you look at the grid, all the way to the left, third row down.
What? TV even turn off?
It's making a
Are we still doing it here?
All the way down, you said?
Go to Prestige Office
Okay.
again.
No, third one down.
What?
Third one down.
We can't see it for now. so hold
One,
on.
2, 3. Hold on. We're just having an issue with the screen.
All right, just describe it. I'll cut the video separately. So what's the third one down? We can see it right here, right?
So he lays down. Oh, you see it?
This one? Third one down.
But just on the grid, third one down on the left.
Got it,
Stick,
got
and
it.
It's off the edge of the building.
Eee.
All right.
Using a
He's on a 2x4 basically.
He's taping a 2x4 to a piece of concrete.
With basically there's no reason why. That tape basically doesn't hold anything.
and
And he's gonna walk out.
I can't.
No,
he's gonna walk out.
Does the tape hold? I'm assuming it does. Or
There's no way the tape would hold. This is definitely fake.
Somebody's standing on the back.
Yeah, someone's standing on it on the other side.
Or he probably nailed it and then taped it. But it's still crazy to walk out on a balance beam like that. So this guy's a fucking nut job.
Somebody was holding it on the other side. There's no way that tape would have held.
Our video's fucked. I don't know what happened here.
The audio is working, but the video isn't.
Yeah, it makes no sense. So sorry guys that everything is fucked up, but it is.
Little fucked, you know. Sometimes you gotta roll with it.
So Maheen's not gonna be able to say bye other than audio. Were there any other ones you wanted to go to? Well, what's the guy's name so that people can go and watch it? Because we have everything recorded right on here, so you guys will see everything we just watched. It's a bunch of just a guy walking on an edge, and that shit is super freaky.
Yeah, super freaky.
100%. So yeah, so we're fucked in video. Everything's fucked. What is that? He's just hanging off the edge like that on his heel.
No shoes.
Running
on the edge. Looks like the city, right? It looks like
it could be
Manhattan, maybe.
It could be.
Oh, no.
Oh, why does he do that? I don't like it anymore. All right, turn him off. I'm over him. Fuck that guy.
Shit makes my fucking palms
makes
sweat.
my palms sweat. They're sweating like crazy. So that's what we got for you. Episode 26. Maheen disappeared. It's freaking me out. I gotta end the episode. We gotta end it. It's freaking me out. So episode 26 in the fucking books. If yeah, that's all we really got. Maybe I was thinking the other week that we should make a new. It never works, but now that at least Mandy's on the 1-up, we get everybody on the 1-up thing. And if you can call out the most Nick 1-ups, you can win. We'll finally hand out a T-shirt since nobody only one person will do it, and I refuse to reward somebody for competition against less than 10 people. So it has to be at least 10 people competing, or I'm not going to reward you for winning. That's not really a win. Other than that, that's all I got. Maheen?
Am I back?
No, you're fine. Audio. You want to say bye? Or you have anything to add?
Bye.
All right, fine. Bye.